I would always seem busy, but at the end of the day, only a few things are done. Do you feel the same way? Or don't you worry about it? Today we will share a process how to use a day to the extreme. This was the question a follower asked me. How I earned more than $20,000 per month in the 1990s before I was 30 years old, traveled around the world, and started a family study. Number 1, keep a log of everything you do every day for 1 week. What time it occurs, how much time you spend on it, what time you get up, what time you go to bed. Are you early to bed, early to rise, like a morning lark? Or are you late to bed, late to rise, more like a night owl? Most people think successful people have the habit of getting up early, the morning lark. So is getting up early the key to success? Studies have shown that 1 in about 4 people likes to go to bed early and get up early. However, a night owl likes to go to bed late and rise late. These are great examples of the differences between left and right brain thinking people. Larks being left brain, focusing on analysis and collaboration. Owls being right brain and focusing on imagination and individualism. Although lark is more likely to achieve academically, owls tend to be better at memory and creativity. Owls are just as healthy, intelligent, and even have the tendency to be richer than the larks, according to a US study. You may be like my sister, a night owl her whole life. Although working at 9 a.m. is regular working time for the majority of society, you need to find balance between team and personal habits. More and more freelancers and innovative outsourcing services in the United States have chosen this way. Focusing on your productive time is more likely to succeed than forcing yourself to become someone else. Number 2, record the specific time you do everything and compare it with your most productive hours, including going to the bathroom. For example, from the time of starting this project to the selection of topics, to the completion of this article, about 14,000 words, I need a full 2 to 3 hours. Maybe some people could handle it in an hour and a half. How long can I read a book and keep interest in it? Unless it is a book I am truly interested in, I read a book from no more than 25 minutes. So I plan reading time for 25 minutes, organize it for 5 minutes, move on to the next 25 minutes. Make a computer Photoshop poster or a PowerPoint for no more than 30 minutes. Read a career review for 25 minutes. Create a life counseling plan in 5 hours. Longer than this becomes a waste of effort. Think of this as your own boss looking at yourself as the employee and KPIs, and you know the standards. Get into your schedule in the first hour after you wake up, and you will achieve twice as much as someone else in that hour. Number 3, how to mediate production time interference. During your focus period, send an email to your colleagues and relatives that you are going to be off the net. Every time I must plan, I will tell everyone in the company I will be unavailable these 5 hours. When I go abroad, even for 3 days, I must prioritize my important activities and become unavailable. No one is allowed to talk to me unless I decide. Even in my very first job, I would tell the leader that I wanted to focus on design. And unless it was an emergency, I would try to keep a production time period for me. Number 4, create a ceremony or an environment to trigger your most productive state of mind. When we go to school, it's our conditioning. Put yourself in an environment that inspires production, whatever that might be. Beautiful, natural surroundings, tall buildings of top businesses, or maybe a quiet environment like a library. Create a list of non-negotiable things to achieve today. I'm going to clear this list. I have a ritual to go to work, clear my list, make coffee, perform my incantation, put on some 80s music to help you get into state. Just follow the rhythm, 1, 2, 3. Number 5, after mastering your rhythm or trigger, you can do the things that are not urgent but must be done, such as finding inspirational materials and answering emails when you are on your way to work or getting a ride. For example, listening to a book while cooking, doing yoga or workout while watching TV, pick up mail while taking out the garbage, sleep while listening to a podcast, and meditate when you get up. I love to listen to an ebook, Bible, or informational book while I work out or drive. Remember, Not urgent, but needs to be completed. Number 6, every day reward yourself. After self-discipline, give yourself some entertainment time. Many parents and friends, after their children finish their homework, allow them to watch TV for a half an hour. When you hold yourself to that standard, children will follow your example spontaneously. Important part of time management is giving yourself enough time to play so your heart will be willing to obey your brain's instructions. Your hormone levels will be effectively regulated, and the body, after relaxation, is more likely to enter a state of concentration rather than people who do not have these stimulation habits. You're not meant to subscribe, so you don't need to.